of what's happening at the ongoing 59th edition of the Zambia International Trade Fair. And there's a lot that you need to learn. And if you haven't been to the fair, we encourage you to make your way here, because you will need the information we're about to give you right now. We're diving deep into the Public Service Pensions Fund. If you've ever heard of the Public Service Pensions Fund, well, you have a clue. But if you haven't, stick around, because we have Ms. Mutinta Musha, Manager Northern Region, to give us some insights on what the Public Service Pensions Fund is all about. And we also have Mr. Mwetwa Monga. Good afternoon, lady and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Just to break the ice, maybe you could tell us briefly or explain what the Public Service Pensions Fund (PSPF) is and what its core mandate is.
Thank you very much for having us. The Public Service Pensions Fund is an institution that was created by an Act of Parliament in 1996. That is Act number 35 of 1996 under Cap 260, whose mandate is to provide a pension to our members who happen to be civil servants that are serving in the government.
Okay. So then, who qualifies to be a member of the Public Service Pensions Fund, and how does one become a member of this scheme?
Okay. Thank you very much for having us. So the people that qualify to be part of this scheme should come from the judicial service, teaching service. We also have those in the defense force. Actually, it's the civil service, those who are working for government. So those are the ones that qualify to be members of this scheme. So once they work for that, then it means they qualify to receive the benefits under Public Service Pensions Fund.
Okay. So then one could want to ask the question, what types of benefits does a PSPF offer, and who is eligible to access these benefits?
Okay, so the Public Service Pensions Fund, I think as it resonates, we are dealing with pension. This is money that is paid after one has served the country. And so the Public Service Pensions Fund offers two types of retirement benefits. That is early retirement as well as statutory retirement. So just to break it down, statutory retirement is one that has reached the mandatory retirement age of 60. And early retirement is one that has done 55, or somebody that probably retires before their time. So the benefits that we pay out medical retirement, we pay out resignations, dismissals, as well as those people that opt to go on what we call national interest. So national interest is actually a preserve of the government. As you know, that us being a government institution, we have certain clauses in our act which are just for purposes of introduction of a new office or something. So we do have a type of retirement called national interest as well as public interest. So in order for one to qualify for a benefit with the Public Service Pensions Fund, one should have at least served with us for a minimum of 10 years. So what it means is that for somebody that has served at least for a minimum of 10 years, they are going to be paid a pension, which is going to be divided in two. We have what we call monthly pension as well as a lump sum. But the vesting period for one to get a full pension, it should be that somebody would have served us for 20 years. So what it means is that when somebody has served us for 20 years, they are entitled to get a full pension as well as monthly pension, which is divided as 1/3 monthly pension, 2/3 lump sum, or vice versa. Yeah.
Okay, so can you share some of the innovations PSPF has embarked on to make pension services easily accessible to members and pensioners?
Okay. So we are in the digital era, and Public Service Pensions Fund has not remained behind. What we have done, we have developed a mobile application where our clients can access our services. So it is not only those who have smartphones. We also have a USSD for those people that do not have smartphones and they do not have internet access, they are able to access our services in the comfort of their homes. What they would do is when they sign up, they are able to check for whatever. They can get in touch with us. Not only that, we also have, we are on WhatsApp. So they are able to interact with us 24/7. They will get the service that they need through WhatsApp. Mr. Monga, we also have Facebook. Not only Facebook, we have also integrated with our ministries. So when we have integrated with our ministries, what we are trying to do is we are avoiding the lengthy period of processing our files. So we have integrated, and when we say that, we mean that at the click of a button, we are able to access whatever the ministry has done. Say they have loaded some officers, we are able to check that on the platform in real time.
Okay, so then what are some of the strategic investment areas, PSPF is currently involved in to ensure sustainability and growth?
Okay, I think before we look at some of the investments, I just want to add on to what my colleague has said. So Public Service Pensions Fund, as you know, we are looking at resilience as we are looking at the theme for this year's trade fair. So we are looking at enhancing business resilience. And so as a Public Service Pensions Fund, we've not been left behind. And part of it is that you'll be interested to know that the Public Service Pensions Fund was created in 1996. And in 1996, that's not to say that people started retiring then. So people had already retired as far back as 1980-something. So Public Service Pensions Fund was a department under the Ministry of Finance, which later on was created to be an institution established in 1996. But then, when the institution was created, it had liabilities that were carried forward because people had already retired. So, as an institution, we needed to continue meeting our obligation of paying a pension. And this required people to be resilient. And this is where now the institution boasts of being resilient, because currently we have about 64,000 pensioners that we are paying with a wage bill of over 100 million every month. And it's because of that that now leads me to the next question of our investments. So the investments that the Public Service Pensions Fund makes is one that is going to help us, or rather helps us pay the monthly pension which we are paying on a monthly basis. So we are coming from a point where we had no assets to where now we have reached 7.2 billion in assets. And so our asset base has been spread because we want to be resilient, tactful, and make sure that we vet the risks. So we find that we have invested in government securities, we have invested in infrastructure, we have spread our investments so that at the end of every month, we are able to coop money that are going to allow us to pay monthly pension for our pensioners.
Now, how do these investments translate into value for your members, and contribute also to Zambia's broader national development agenda?
So what we are looking at is, we are looking at a situation where, first and foremost, like we have mentioned, we have invested in order for us to sustain our pensioners. So when our pensioners are paid, definitely our economy is going to be boosted because they are going to have a livelihood. And so there's expenditure that is going to be brought in by our pensioners. We have also invested in infrastructure. We have our Long Acres Mall, which has tenants, and so they've created employment for our people, adding on to the economy. We are also talking about government securities, where we go and invest on behalf of in government securities so that we can leverage on government expenditure. You might be interested to know that as a fund, we have also invested in road infrastructure. We have invested in the toll gate that is in Chilabombwe as a way of strategically putting investment so that it can help in the economic growth of the country. Yeah.
Okay, so, well, very enlightening, I would say. But as we conclude this interview, what key message? I know you are exhibiting at this year's 59th Zambia International Trade Fair, and our viewers and listeners would like to know what services can be accessed from here at the trade fair.
So here at the trade fair, we have actually moved the whole office. It's literally every service that we offer back at the office. So they are able to check for their monthly pension. They are able to register as new retirees. They are able to even check how far their files have gone. So the key message that we would like to say is, if you have not yet visited our stand, they can please come through. We are at stand number 2, opposite Ministry of Science and Technology, just behind FNB. So come through, and we shall definitely attend to you in the best possible way and give you the service that you need.
Ms. Mutinta Musha, Manager, Northern Region, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And also, gotta say thank you to Mr. Mwetwa Monga. Thank you for joining us, Annuity Officer.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
All right, so make sure you make your way to the Zambia International Trade Fair, the 59th edition, and visit the PSPF stand to find out more. My name is Alan Wally. Do have a great afternoon, and stay tuned to Sun FM TV.